All right, good evening, everyone. You can sort of gather around this way if you can't see me. Thank you, welcome, good evening. Thanks for coming out. My name is Bio. This is the kickoff for our community visioning project.
There's chairs up front.
Yeah, there's chairs up front so if you want to sit. We don't bite, as far as I know. All right, so I can't really see that well. But it says up there, what is a community vision? What's community vision, you might ask? Well, a community vision is a project by which the entire community, that means those who are residents, parents, employees, so even if you don't live here but work here, businesses, business owners, the elderly, veterans, everyone can play a role in deciding on what they want Newburgh to look like in the next 20 years. That is the vision for our future. The second part is the action plan, which are the concrete steps that we reach that vision. So a little bit more about the vision. It's an abstract document, so one might say, I want more community with more economic business opportunities for small businesses. And the action plan might have something that would say, okay, the city will create a marketplace where vendors can rent out space at a more affordable rate. And a local business might have classes for those entrepreneurs that would like to start a business. So why do we need a vision? Well, as you all know, there is, Oregon is changing a lot, the state is changing a lot as a whole, and so is the region. And specifically in Newburgh, the population has been growing tremendously, and the economy has changed, and it continues to change with, for example, the closure of the mill. And a vision gives us a chance to harness that change and to direct it in a way that we would like to see it go. So those things that we value as a community, we keep those, and the things that we would like to improve upon, this gives us a concrete, specific way that we can do that. Now, there are 4 different community events. This is the first one. Welcome. There will be another one in April, which will be the reveal of the vision draft. There will be another one in mid-June, which will be the reveal of the action plan, which was on the other page. And lastly, in the beginning of August, will be the reveal, the final draft of the action plan and the vision and a celebration of it. And after that point, we will give it to the City Council for their approval. Okay. So where are we now? Now the process, this is the introduction to the community, but the process as a whole, the project started in September. And between September and now, we've worked on the community profile, which tells us where exactly we are now. It gives us the statistics as well as the people behind the education opportunities that we have here, the demographic information, social services and things like that. We also have community values and community issues. The community values are what we as a whole care about, and the community issues are areas in which we would like to see some improvement. Now, those were determined by stakeholder interviews. We conducted almost 40 of those representing various sectors of the community, the business community, the faith community, et cetera, educational community. And from those interviews, we distilled all that information to create both of those, the information, the issues, and the values. Do you need me to go somewhere?
Yes, go ahead. Just keep going.
And we also use that same information to figure out vision topics. So what are the topical areas that we will cover in the vision and the action plan? Now, the VINs, the very, that's supposed to be an I, sorry about that. The very important issues, these 2 came out, loud and clear. The first of which is housing. That's not a new issue to the city and to the community as a whole. And the local government, the city of Newburgh in particular, has been doing many things to try to solve that issue. First, which is the housing needs assessment, which is a study to see exactly where we need housing and how we can obtain it in creative ways. In this year's legislature down in Salem, they're looking at some housing bills that might pass, and once those do, we can take that and revise our housing needs assessment if necessary, and use that as we can. And also we are trying to create ways to add duplexes and triplexes on R1 land. And lastly, we have Newburgh 2030, which is our urban growth boundary application that we're sending to the state as well. We are one of the first going through the new process, so that takes a little while. And that is to expand that boundary so we can have new land for housing. It also helps us solve some of our industrial land issues. And if we want to have a strong, robust, independent economy, we will need industrial land. And in that Newburgh 2030 urban growth boundary expansion application, we will be looking for ways to add industrial land to Newburgh as well. Okay, so as I stated before, those interviews helped us to choose the topics that we'll cover in the vision. So what topic is important for us? Now, if you look at these easels over here, not those two easels on the other side of this white contraption, are the issues and the values, and the rest are the 6 topics that we have. The topics are community identity, community leadership, community leadership, community identity, community engagement, cultural assets, livability and development, and economic development. So you will go to each one of these easels and pick which one resonates the most with you. So if it is a value, such as that's on this side, or one of the topics, which one of those things resonates the most, the one that you'll choose, you'll take a green dot and put it on the sticker. So for example, if it is community identity, and if you are a parent or a teacher and the family friendliness of Newburgh resonates the most, then you take your green sticker and you put it on that picture. If none of them resonate with you, if none of them seem like they fit your vision for Newburgh or how you see Newburgh right now, then you can take one of the Post-it notes, take a pen, write whatever you feel on that pen or on the sticky, and put it in the blank gray space. Please only vote for one. Please only do one vote per easel. Don't do more than one because it's going to mess us up a little bit. It's the single most important one that you have. And lastly, for the vision topics, that's the 6 that are on the circumference of the circle, around the circle. If you are really interested in participating more for that particular topic, put your name and also your email or your phone number for how we can contact you to take more of an active approach or active role in the project itself. And for that as well, it is the topic that you are most interested in. Because of the logistics of the project, it will be too difficult to participate in multiple topical groups, but you'll have an opportunity to participate and have your voice known and heard for all the topics, just like as we are today. Now on to that volunteerism. So the groups are the Community Corps volunteer groups. As I said before, each group will have a topic. Those groups will meet 10 times from now until the end of the project, which is August 1st, which is when the big party is. You'll also do some planning of those community events, so the 3 community events that will take place after this one, as well as, and most importantly, or one of the most important things, is drafting the action plan and the vision itself that we will present to the entire community. Again, thank you for coming out. Oh, I don't see any people that are, too much younger than me. But if you have some little ones or people who might be coming, there you got one. For those who are younger, you can, vote here, as well as going to that table right there with Angelette. Raise your hand and wave or something. That's, you know, she is. She's got some markers and some paper. We want input from all of our, all ages, as I said before. So if they come in, they can take a drawing. Do not take it. That is our paper, so it's our property. We want to keep that to record what they think Newburgh should be. The two questions over there are, what is their favorite thing? Again, it's that one thing, that favorite thing that they like about Newburgh, and what is one thing they would like to see in Newburgh in the future? I think I covered all of it. I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, something else. Again, thanks for coming out. Could you just wave that piece of paper that you have there? That is a trifold that Britta is holding. And those two ladies had volunteered for our community core group, and you can talk to them a little bit more about that if you would like. We have multiple people around here who have. But that is the trifold of our community profile. We also have an infographic that is 12 pages, but not a lot of words. And we also, if you do like the words, 16 pages, all words, graphs, and numbers to see, just how we're doing right now. With that, excuse me. Go ahead.
So I'm Doug Brooks. I'm the Community Development Director. So Bio's the one who's leading all this, but I get to talk to him on a daily basis. Are we going the right direction? Are we not going the right direction? What's really important about this, and he's hitting on it at the beginning, is that this is the opportunity for you as residents of this community to establish a vision for the next 20 years about what you want your community to look like, feel like, how it engages with one another in different organizations. So tonight is that first kickoff event. We will have other community events as we move forward later into the winter, into the spring, and into the summertime, where we're hoping as more word gets out, we get it out on social media, you share it with your friends and so forth, is that each of these gatherings that we're going to have with the community and get feedback from you is the numbers will swell. So we're up to 65 or 70 tonight. We're hoping in the next one we have 150. By the time we get to the last one, we're hoping we have 300 or 400 people who would want to show up and participate and share with what they want to do. When we do these forums and so forth, we're going to be traveling around the community. So that was one of the things we heard from the committee that is providing advisory to Bio and back to the city council, is to move it around so that we can get up into the north end of town, we can get out on the east side of town and so forth, and it's not always centrally located. It's also important for all of this because as we establish this vision about what you want your community to be in the future, it will set forward a whole series of work activities at the city in the future, updating our comprehensive plan so that it matches what the community vision is. We haven't updated that plan in years, and it needs to be. So this is kind of the groundswell of making those particular changes. You're going to have opportunity to talk about transportation issues, social issues, recreation issues. It's kind of wide open. Don't limit yourselves right now. So when you go to the boards and you have a thought or an idea, do take that sticky note and put it on there, because we're capturing every comment everybody makes to us and cataloging it, and we're going back to our committee, and when we establish the community core members, we'll be sharing all of that information with them as well. Mayor, anything you might want to say?
Just thank you all for being here.
Thanks. And the sign-in sheet is just for your being here, not to volunteer to sign up for anything. Please sign that. It's on the table where the trifold community profiles are. And maybe most important out of everything is there are some conchas, like the baked goods, Mexican baked goods in the back. I can't eat all those. I don't have nowhere to put them, as you can see. So please take some of those with you and spread the word. As Doug said, this is a community. This is a community project, and the city is not. This isn't our project. It's really something that we are convening for everyone. So as I said before, with that action plan, some of those things will be the responsibility of the city. If it pertains to infrastructure, sidewalks, things like that, that's us. But a lot of those things will not be under our responsibility. It might be the cultural center, it might be CPRD, it might be NPS, the school district. So whatever it is we create out of this project, it doesn't stop there as far as community involvement. The community will then be responsible for making it happen. So as much as we want it, that's the amount of work we're going to put into it. And if we don't really want it, then we're going to get what we ask for. So let's ask for the best, and let's make sure we get what we deserve. Thank you. Yeah, so, just stand on up and start voting.
Well, I did quit, but someday I'll be back in here.
Would you like to have a recap?
Now you need to stop with the chairs.
You're right. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm great. Come on.
Is there a teacher there that might be?
Yeah. If it's matter specifically, or if it's or if you're putting on matters, I would put it in
Yes, a little more clubby. We're almost there.
right, yeah. It's all I got. It's all I got. Jake, did you get my car?
Probably for next year.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. So would the teacher need to organize things or just like schools without?
They don't have organized anything. Because I thought, did I drop the ball? Connect with her.
Yeah, no, I don't know where they went, but they're not enjoying it. Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to do it. She didn't have to be there, but just so we can class. Yeah, maybe Aaron was. But how Aaron came up with the principal. Elena Carter, she put out an email and getting Paris on volunteer. So we got to that.
I'll let you know if I
Yeah, just let Joe or do you have?
Okay, yeah, actually, I know, I do have jokes, so you don't have to. I want that. I'll just give you my contact.
Straight from
My first name is Elias.
There's